Today I'm going to show you something which I picked up on a channel called KMnO4. The guy on there, it's the same guy who does the Tic Tac supercapacitor, and a few months ago he made a video called the Permanganate lemon battery. Now I happen to have some permanganate sitting around from a previous experiment. So the basic idea is that you put the two different metals into your porous membrane. Now I didn't get a rock this time, I just couldn't be bothered to drill into a rock. I did try earlier, but it started falling to pieces. But I did have some wood left over because I built myself a log cabin recently. Very proud of that, but that's what this video's about. I had a lot of wood left over, so I decided that could be my porous membrane. Now what really surprised me on the permanganate lemon battery was that you didn't need a joule thief. It managed to get the LED working with just the permanganate. Now you can see mine's not working at the moment, and actually he puts in 10% sodium hydroxide into the magnesium or aluminium electrode. I'm using magnesium, he used aluminium, and he uses a mixture of sulfuric acid and permanganate in the other electrode. I think mine's a lot stronger, my sulfuric acid, because it's not 10%. And perhaps I should make it weaker to make it better. But I just wanted to show you it working. So here we go. I'm going to put some permanganate on top, as this seems to be the stuff that does the trick. It starts to fizz up straight away. So I'll put some in. You can see it start to fizz. Oh, and can you see? The light's coming on. There we go. Simple as that. That really impressed me, just because you didn't need the joule thief. You just got it working anyway. Now of course the joule thief does work naturally, and it works very well, and we can use a super bright LED with the joule thief. Here we go. Look, if I touch it a bit you can see it coming on much stronger. I haven't got very strong connections, as always. It's a bit rubbish, but it's just a prototype. There we go. It seems to be working well there. But let's now put the joule thief on, just to show you that that works too. Now we've got the joule thief running, and yeah, no doubt about it that that one's going as well, just from that piece of wood with a little graphite rod. That's a little bit of graphite rod, by the way. I've got another bit there that was just sitting around from an old experiment. And the magnesium is, I just sawed off a little sliver off of a magnesium plate. And to make the permanganate I just took a very small piece of sulfuric acid. I then added a small piece of boiling water and immediately got a bit of a shock, because that's quite a violent reaction, sulfuric acid plus hot water. And then I added some permanganate, which also seems to give quite a lot of fizz. And then I just took my syringe, which I bought years ago for refilling my printer cartridges. And yeah, they come in very handy in these kind of experiments. But I just want to show you again one more time with just this one. Should still work. It's not working now, so what I normally do is give it a little bit more permanganate. Let's just take some of this stuff. Probably should be wearing gloves. Do wear gloves. It's a very good idea to wear gloves. I'll just wash my hands with copious water in a second, but I'm just going to put a bit more permanganate on the top. Look at that, straight away. I think I put too much on there. Just pouring it in, you can see it going down the sides, making a mess in the kitchen. Probably going to get me in trouble later with the wife. Anyway, there you can see it all working. Hope that was interesting for you. Next video I'll be trying to get a supercapacitor using some of Robert Murray Smith's ideas, but also using some of KMnO4's techniques, because his channel's really good. Do check it out. And he's done some really good stuff. He's clearly a chemist, and he knows what he's doing. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all soon.